Okay, so you just gave us a lesson in understanding the difference between synthetic iron and
Yeah.
natural iron.
Yeah.
Greetings and welcome to another powerful Making Champion series on the Too Much to Talk About channel, and I've got a special guest for tonight's show. Just to give you an update, we are on volume 2 of the first pillar, talking about hydration and minerals. Now, I covered hydration, and today it's all about minerals. And if you can see, my backdrop, I have honored it to Pempamsie, who is my guest of honor, special guest of honor. Every time I see this man, it's like I don't know. I had a wonderful experience of coming over there. I snuck over there during the Christmas period, just to get first-hand experience training with, I want to call him Dr. Basil. He's such a brilliant mind. I want to call him Dr. Basil. Don't worry, that's coming. That is coming. And trust me, going through the shop, when he told me that he's got, I've got about, a couple thousand. I'm like, yeah, whatever. When I got to the shop, and you see the side there, that side there where you look pan, are just cosmetic and this and. When you look on the next side, and the herbs, and the vitamins, and the minerals from Yaka, Dessa, Mr. Guru, Ninja Plus, Jamaica, Guyana. No. Everything did it. Me say everything did everything. Things we don't know about. The catalog of herbs alone is 1,500 different herbs, people. 1,500. Not 15. 1,500 herbs this man's got locked up in the shop. And there's no way I was gonna say I'm gonna try and even half step this episode of trying to even break down anything to do with vitamins, minerals, diets, and so forth. And just for the future, to let you know, Pempamsie will be opening up their own vlog channel coming up very soon, which I'm really excited about. But me have to start talking and give this man a chance to say hello. Mr. Basil Palmer, welcome back. How are you, sir?
Good evening, my brother. I'm well, thank you, and it's always a pleasure to be here. It's always a pleasure to be part of the podcast. So I'm here. All is well.
Wonderful. It was a great experience being trained by you and so much insight. I mean, I was like a lost puppy. I just didn't know left from right. It's like I had my shoe them back to front when I come in at the thing. And say, boy, oh, the man, Jesus Christ. Right. So I'm just going to carry on like a big kid in a sweetie shop. When I know I'm not going to ask you some stupid questions. But listen, I don't want you to go too scientific. Just pretend like you're just giving a 3-year-old some basic answers. Just to let them understand, Just don't go too deep. Just some obscure, So a first simple one. What is the difference between vitamins and minerals?
Okay, so well, basically, not quite the answer to the question, but our body contains 102 different vitamins and minerals.
Okay,
and most minerals come from the soil. Yeah, and the type of things that come from soils are, so in actual fact, so when the plants go into the soil, the plants are meant to draw the minerals, and then we're meant to eat the plants to get the minerals into our body.
Okay.
Yeah. So the types of things that I'm talking about are like iron, magnesium, calcium, potassium.
Okay, so Okay, so minerals come from the soil.
Yeah, zinc, and all of these play a vital role in our
Okay.
way that our body operates. Yeah.
And where does the vitamins come from?
The vitamins generally will come from plants or animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So minerals are below the earth and the vitamins are, so there's a conversion, something happening
Yeah,
in
yeah,
between.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So when the plants
Wow.
grow, then the plants will contain vitamins.
Yeah, because there's
Food will contain vitamins. Yeah.
one thing I noticed in the shop, like it's not just herbs. You don't. It's the thing to mark herbs. You have some root, you have some bark, you have some powder, you have
Yeah.
some leaf, you have some berries,
Yeah. And
you have some.
sometimes the same plant will be effective in different ways. So whether it's the root, whether it's the seed, whether it's the leaf, whether it's the bark, yeah, and sometimes for the whole, yeah, the plant is effective in
Okay,
different
so
ways, in different parts of the body as well.
okay, so the roots will be more condensed in minerals, where the leaves might be more condensed in vitamins. I'm just playing around there.
Yeah, that type of thing potentially,
Wow.
and you'd use them in different ways. So say like you was using dandelion, you might use the dandelion root um, for the kidneys, but then you use a dandelion leaf for the liver. If you understand what
I
I mean.
learned something. I learned something. And you see that now? All right. So no can boss go say something. You know, learn something today.
Mm.
I saw the thing works. So okay, so vitamins and minerals, we shouldn't try and differentiate between the two of them because we
Well,
need both of
yeah,
them.
we need all of them. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we need all of them, and that's why even if you're um, like a vegan or you totally don't touch animals,
Yeah.
then there'll be some things like B12 that you normally it's a vitamin that you get from animals. Um, you may be deficient in, so you have to find another way of getting your B12.
Right, because I've done a little bit of research on this, and it is said that vegetarians live longer than vegans because of mineral deficiency and things
Mm-hmm,
like this.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we really
I haven't seen
need,
that particular research, but that's the type of thing that may potentially be the case.
so we really do need, we really do have to supply these 102
Minerals.
minerals and vitamins.
Yeah. And the thing is, say for argument's sake, the benefit of something like iron. Yeah. Um, Iron is primarily stored in the blood. It's what gives us energy. It's what helps us to absorb oxygen. So it stops us from getting tired. It's used for our heart health. It's used even in our skin. Now, if you don't have the right sources of iron, or you don't have sufficient amounts of iron in your system, and the right types of iron, because you can be, say for argument's sake, generally women may be deficient in iron or low in iron, yeah,
Okay.
based on um, menstruation.
Okay.
Yet they can take an iron supplement, a synthetic iron supplement, and it can cause constipation.
Okay.
Yeah. So therefore, you could have a combination of herbs like sarsaparilla root, burdock root, maybe elderberries, and maybe dandelion to create an iron fluoride tea that won't constipate you. You're getting it from the roots, and it's drawing from the iron that comes from the earth. So yeah, it's stuff that we have to have if we want to function effectively.
Wow. Okay, so you just gave us a lesson in understanding the difference between synthetic iron and
Yeah,
natural iron.
yeah,
And one of the reasons why you stock so much herbs.
yeah. Because there's, I mean, we stock, as you said, we stock about 1,500 herbs
Hmm.
from one company.
Hmm.
And then we stock another 200 herbs, which are primarily Jamaican herbs. Yeah, just straight Jamaican herbs. Yeah,
Mother word.
yeah. But then now we're doing Ayurvedic herbs, and we've just like about to get in about 100 herbs that are from Sri Lanka and places where they have different herbs for the same ailments. Yeah, and this is without looking at African herbs. Yeah, or
Okay.
because Africa has its own set of herbs that aren't really available. There's subtropical herbs that aren't really available or readily available to us, say, in the UK. And that's not to mention Chinese herbs. Yeah.
And
So when you
I heard
start,
you mention that you're going to actually get some from Honduras as well.
yeah, and we're getting, yeah, and there are herbs that we're getting from Honduras. I've just placed an order for a whole pile of herbs and oils.
You're not joke
So
with this thing.
what we're trying to do is just understand the best solutions for people. And regardless of where it comes from, we're trying to gather those herbs um, under one roof.
Uh, 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 has there been an increase in demand for herbs?
100%, 100%. Huge. A huge. Well, from our perspective, is we've done herbs for a long time. We've been doing herbs for, sort of 15, 20 years. And there's probably not a week, let's say a week or a fortnight that goes by without someone coming in and saying, "Do you have X herb or Y herb?" And when I look through the whole sort of 1,800 herbs that we do, like, no, no, we don't. You caught us out, yeah. And then we have to go
How
back
does
to
that happen? How?
yeah, because there's so many different herbs that we can't possibly know all of them or keep all of
Well,
them.
yeah,
But people,
absolutely.
and I'm talking about people will come in from Eastern Europe and ask for stuff. People will come from Africa and ask for stuff. People, stuff that they're used to using and they swear by. Yeah.
Okay.
Now that doesn't mean to say that we don't have a herb that could probably do the same thing or do something
Okay.
similar.
Just, yeah.
But
Because
they
until you
come and
know
ask
what the
for
active
this
ingredient,
particular herb. Yeah.
yeah.
And then we're like, okay, we track it down, we get it. And then it seems like by coincidence, as soon as we get another herb in, there'd just be like a whole set of people that's coming in asking for that brand new herb. Oh, do you do this? And sometimes it can be because of something's trending on social media, and therefore, people get to know about it. And then one minute there's no demand, and then the next minute you're getting asked for that herb every single day.
Well, here what I'm going to throw on you. Because you're a strong man, healthy man, full of life, full of buoyancy. And I know you've got your favorite herbs that is secret to you. But why you give away some hot secrets to them now? What are your top 5 favorite herbs? Why you think everybody should have these herbs in their kitchen so they can look as good as you?
Oh, you're too kind. Um, well, what I would say is understanding that the biggest killer,
Yeah.
yeah, of humans,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why most of us pass
Mm-hmm.
prematurely is inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and inflammation is something that often that you might have cancer, and it won't necessarily be the cancer itself, the parasite that kills you, but it's the inflammation that it causes. Yeah, and our diets are full of inflammatory inflammatory ingredients and additives and preservatives and
Yeah,
sweet,
inflammatory triggers. Yeah.
yeah, all of those things. So for me, an essential herb would be one that comes from the sea, and that'd be sea moss. And not only is it an essential herb, but it's also what you'd call like a superfood.
Okay.
And that's because just that one plant
Yeah.
alone contains like 90% of what our body needs. And it's anti-inflammatory.
Mad. Right, because I know everybody's going CMOS crazy, which they rightfully should I
Not
say.
you say everyone, but
Well, not everyone, because
because a lot of
people are
people
saying,
that actually come in, the people that come into the shops on a daily basis with high blood pressure and diabetes and arthritis and angina and high cholesterol, they're not taking CMOS.
back up a little bit. Back just. Pull up a little bit.
Yeah,
Pull up a little bit. This is the thing, because sometimes some knowledge out there is just speech and not putting it into action. So let's talk about this CMOS thing now. What are the benefits in a way that we're talking about preventatives of illnesses before we're talking about aid or what you should be doing when you're sick to draw back inflammation? So number one question, is it a preventative of inflammation?
yeah, it's an anti-inflammatory.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop the show. Stop this show right this up. You know, the man say the biggest killer is inflammation. All the fatty food, all the animal food, all the complex carbohydrates, all the pasta, all the pizza. I flame up your system.
Yeah, so if you think about something like CMOS on different levels, so number one is anti-inflammatory. Number two, it's high in fiber. And fiber is an integral part of what we need to keep our bowel functionality going. Yeah. And in fact, 30% of what we eat should be fiber. So again, for those people that don't eat veg, they love, the rice and peas and chicken, but they don't actually, they may have a little garnish of veg on the side. Every meal,
A little
every
lettuce
day,
and some sweet corn.
yeah, that you can't even metabolize. But every day, every meal should contain at least 30% of fiber. So whether that's from green vegetables, whether it's coming from pulses, like lentils and chickpeas and kidney beans, but CMOS is high in fiber. It's anti-inflammatory. It has 92 different minerals. Yeah.
This is serious, This is serious. So not because forget about trying to add up or find out what is number one and what is number 92 or what is number. You know them all. And C must cover 92 of them in one go.
In one go. Yeah. It's alkaline.
How often do you take CMOS?
I take CMOS daily.
Daily.
Daily. I have CMOS in my fridge. I'll have a spoon of it. If I make a juice, I'll add some to my juice. And, maybe 3 or 4 times a week we'll make juices. I'm talking about soursop juice, papaya juice, then with the juicer.
We'll soon reach this, so we'll soon reach over this, so we'll soon reach the blender.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to clear up the CMOS because, so it's the biggest one that is a takeaway is an anti-inflammatory, it's an anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
So in the sense of it being a medicine.
Yeah, in the sense of it being a superfood.
A superfood.
So it's anti-inflammatory, it's rich in fiber, which helps with bowel function. Yeah. It's alkaline, which helps to neutralize acidity. So most of the time, the inflammation comes through acidity. Yeah. And the acidity comes from various things, but it comes from generally like foods, acidic foods, processed foods, meats, complex carbs, and things like alcohol, smoking, stress, even Wi-Fi, radiation fills your body with acidity.
So anything that make your body, when you're stuck in fight or flight mode, your body's just producing this acidic
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need foods that are gonna
combat that.
Yeah, gonna neutralize that. Yeah. Yeah. And so when you find that all in one place, then that's what we would call like a superfood.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can combine it with other superfoods.
Okay.
Get the whole range of vitamins and minerals. So if you combine sea moss with bladderwrack, which is another seaweed, yeah, then that will give you the whole 102.
Okay. Okay.
So if I had to choose 5 things that I would
Right. So sea moss is a definite number
is
one.
definitely.
And what was that other one that we're gonna write that one day down? So sea moss and bladderwrack
Yeah.
covers the whole 102.
Yeah.
Mother wood.
Yeah. So
Are these things simple to get?
yeah, they're simple to get. I mean, the thing about it is that even there's different types of sea moss. I mean, we do sea moss raw for people that want to make it themselves. We do it in capsules. We do it in powder. We do it in the gel. So we do it ready made. We do it in drinks. So, there's lots of ways that you can intake it.
Are they all as potent as each other?
Not necessarily, because obviously if somebody's processed it already or someone's put some sea moss in a drink, you don't necessarily know how much sea moss, but
Now, like for instance, a sea moss capsule and a sea moss gel.
again, I think
Would it be down to the
a
manufacturer?
capsule is only as good as your ability to metabolize it,
Okay.
break it down, and to absorb it into your system. And gels and liquids absorb better than capsules.
Right.
Generally.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, if you've got a reasonable gut health, then the capsules are fine.
Okay. Okay. So the closer it is to nature, the easier it is to get into your body.
Into your system, yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. Right. Sea moss. Number 1. What would you say is number 2?
I think something that detoxifies you,
Okay.
assuming that you're living a normal life and you're having some processed foods and maybe some meat involved or some animal flesh, maybe some spicy foods, maybe some traditional ground provisions, and some of the time if you're not having enough fiber, you'll find that you're going to get blocked up or you're going to get constipated.
So would you say to stay off of the dumplings?
Not necessarily stay up on the dumplings, Apparently, that's what Usain Bolt's one of his favorite, dumpling and yam, and he's the fastest man in the world. But what I would say is that detoxing,
Yeah.
is something that you need to do, basic on a regular basis. Like your body needs to detox. Your body needs to get rid of waste. Because the accumulation of waste in your body is one of the things that feeds inflammation. So I'd say either aloe vera or another. I'd say aloe vera is a good one.
Is that what you take?
I'd take.
Or what root? What roots and herbs would you say is good for a detox?
For the main sort of bowel detox, Cascara sagrada is good. Yeah.
Say that again.
Cascara sagrada.
Where that one they come from?
It's a subtropical herb, yeah, but it's something that will help to stimulate your colon to get
Okay.
everything moving, yeah. But whether it be aloe vera, which is a plant, yeah, you know, you got the aloe vera gel, it's bitter, you can
Yeah,
squeeze,
yeah.
take it, and it keeps everything
Okay, so we're heading to
moving.
the bitters lane.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Or in
drink
a,
our bitters.
a detox lane or a bitters lane, yeah.
Or
And you will
bitters.
get, yeah. So there has to be something like that,
Okay.
which is very good for
Yeah, I
keeping
mean,
things moving.
yeah, because they do say in Ayurveda, funnily enough, that you're supposed to have, I think it's either 6 or 7 tastes a day, which is sweet, sour, pungent, bitter, um, something or the other. There's some other salty. Did I say salty? Sweet,
Sweet.
sour, salty, pungent, bitter. That's 5. That's enough there. I'm sure there's one more. But yeah, you're supposed to have something bitter every day to help. But most people avoid bitter things in their
Yeah.
diet.
Once you get a sweet tooth, yeah.
Yeah, once you don't, yeah, that's right. So you should have something bitter, even if it's not a bitters, what a little bitters at the time.
Yeah. Seriously. Good for your small intestines, good for your liver, good for your gallbladder and your pancreas and your spleen, and often good to help stimulate bowel function as well, and stops you from craving sugar.
So are bitters made primarily from roots? I'm just messing
From
up.
from roots, yeah, bitter
See, they
water
know.
or bitter herbs, yeah, or
So
bitter,
then more than the leaves, they're more from the roots.
yeah, roots or from the leaf, or aloe vera, main ingredient in often in bitters.
Okay,
Bitter wood. Mm.
okay, okay,
So I
okay,
would definitely include something like aloe. Say, let's call it aloe vera because it's a good all rounder. Yeah.
okay,
Um, Next to sea moss as a detoxifier.
okay. Right. So
Um,
detox, something like aloe vera,
yeah.
and and then
And then something for energy,
right.
even
So
though
this will be number 3.
this will be number 3.
Something for energy.
Yeah. So we're looking at something like maybe sarsaparilla root. Yeah. That helps to keep it's very, very high in iron. So that's good for oxygen.
Okay.
Yeah. Good for energy, good for heart health. Um, yeah. That's something that we all need, iron.
Moringa leaf powder. You introduced me to that.
Yeah. I mean, that's another superfood, moringa leaf, moringa itself. And the
Okay.
different parts of the moringa affect you slightly differently. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, so moringa is another superfood. It has about 60 or so different minerals and vitamins.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people say, it's not, some people don't agree with using it for their own reasons, but research has shown, and moringa's been around for a very, 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 very long time, and it's an essential. To me, it's something that we should be using because it helps to give you energy. It helps to detox. You take a few moringa seeds, it will flush out your colon. Within about 2 or 3 days of taking the tea, you'll find your energy levels go up.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very powerful, very, very powerful.
Okay. So first one, CMOS. Second one, detox. Third one, energy.
Yeah.
Fourth one,
Fourth one, um, something to keep your blood moving. And there's lots of different things that can keep your blood moving.
Well, learn
Because
something today, boy.
as a man, you know, lots of things depend on blood flow. Yeah, erectile function, but
And
not just,
everything
you know,
there.
that's very important to a lot of men. But um, you know, blood flow in terms of blood flow to the eyes
Yeah,
required if you want to have good eyesight, blood flow to the brain for
yeah.
maintain good cognitive
So for
function.
the man then, what's a good herb that they're supposed to know
But I
to
wouldn't even just say for the man then.
I'm just no, I'm just saying. Now we're gonna get to the we're not being biased, but we have to cover everybody.
Okay, yeah. So things like for men, you've got herbs like tonka ali, you've got herbs like bobande, which is a Caribbean herb. You've got herbs like yohimbi, you've got horny goat weed, you've got
Are these top sellers in the shop?
yeah, for sure. Something for the weekend, you know.
Okay, all right, okay. So everything, Mother Nature have everything for everybody.
Yeah. But generally, I mean, we might sell it as a something that's gonna help with erectile function.
Okay,
Essentially, anything that keeps your blood circulated. Because if you think about your blood is the mechanism of carrying nutrition
yeah,
around
around
your
the
body,
body.
the
That's
oxygen
right.
around your body, which is why
That's right.
iron stores oxygen, and you know your blood stores nutrition. So if you don't
Put
the
nutrition in the
blood to
blood to
flow,
carry it.
yeah, yeah,
So
or even if
right,
you, I mean, things like CMOS will put nutrition into the blood and other super greens, yeah, but you also need something that's going to stimulate that blood flow.
okay.
And
I'm
even
in the kiddie. I'm back in the kid in the. Let me just jump back in that kid. Okay, I've got vitamins and minerals. I've got this blood flowing. I'm drinking my water, and now I've got. I'm creating blood. My heart's pumping and everything's flowing. And new blood is creating, or
yeah,
you know. And if I don't put the nutrients in, and there's just junk in my system, then the blood's gonna get all yucky with this, and all sticky and
yeah,
the blood plasma and all of that is going to get all gooey and so forth. So now I need to make sure that my hydration is up. Not only that my hydration is up, I now have to put nutrients in the body so then it can help clean out the blood and help the new blood move along
yeah,
72,000 veins that are inside my body and up into my brain so my brain can function properly and my eyes can see properly,
yeah,
which is powered by iron and other minerals,
yeah.
but principally iron.
No, I mean magnesium, potassium.
Magnesium. Tell us about magnesium.
Okay, magnesium now. Um, there's different types of magnesium, and magnesium is what they call like the master mineral. So when you think about minerals, yeah, um,
The master
iron and
mineral.
zinc and copper and selenium and all the other minerals. Yeah.
Yeah,
When you take those as supplements, you should always take magnesium because magnesium, if you look at those minerals as bricks in a wall,
yeah.
then magnesium is the mortar that holds them together and makes it solid. So it's a vital, it's one of, you know, it's the master mineral. Yeah, has a multitude of benefits. You know, you need magnesium for joint health. You need magnesium for heart, for blood pressure. It helps to balance blood pressure. It's good for sleep. Um, it's anti-inflammatory. It's good for your kidneys. Yeah, magnesium is you could probably think of 100 different reasons why you need magnesium.
Wow, you just created the perfect picture. Can you imagine having a house with no cement in it? Imagine. So are you saying that all those people that are just running out and buying vitamin tablets but no magnesium,
Yeah, they're not necessarily getting the best out of those tablets. if you don't have magnesium, is something, and unfortunately, magnesium is something that a lot of us, anyone that has issues with sleep, magnesium is good for your whole. It's the most impactful mineral on your endocrine system. So your system that creates your hormones, is the most impactful mineral that helps to balance. That could be, collagen or estrogen or testosterone or
Wow.
yeah, melatonin.
Wow.
So whatever mineral your body, whatever hormone your body produces, magnesium helps you to produce it.
Okay, so where would magnesium come in your top 5 list?
No,
Does it come in as
no,
a
even CMOS has magnesium. You understand what I'm saying? We're getting it slightly cross-wired
no,
because
no, no, no.
if you're asking me about
Remember, I'm that kid in the shop. I don't know nothing. I'm just playing like. Sorry, I forgot.
no. So if we're talking about specific herbs,
Yeah,
then that's where I'm coming in with
but
the sea
if
moss,
somebody was
the aloe
magnesium
vera.
deficient,
The thing for blood flow might be something like ginkgo, or a ginkgo biloba or ginseng or something to get your blood flowing. Yeah,
okay,
improve
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
circulation.
yeah, yeah.
You understand what I mean? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to herbs and sarsaparilla root for your iron. Yeah, but it could easily be burdock root. Yeah, again, it's a cleanser and it's rich in iron.
Okay, so number four, the level number 4 is quite multi-dimensional in
Yeah,
of combinations that you can now bring together for that
yeah,
end purpose.
yeah.
Okay, okay. And number 5?
So let me see. What do I like? I'm just trying to think about what out of my secret.
What do you like to do to keep you healthy? Is it
Yeah,
like soaking the Epsom salt bath? Is it this? Is it that?
yeah. Well,
What?
that's magnesium again. But I'd say, what's my go-to? I mean, I've been taking herbs like this is for men now. I've been taking herbs like pigeon bark and saw palmetto for the last 20 years or 15 years religiously.
What
Yeah.
is that? A tea or a? Oh, yeah.
Well, one's a bark,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the bark from the pigeon tree, and one is which incidentally is noted for curing prostate cancer. Yeah,
Right. So
and
everybody,
apparently it's
all
about to be
men.
made, it's about to be reclassified as an endangered species, and
So grab it quick.
it's about to be banned. Yeah, so that you
So
won't
grab it
get
quick.
it
Stock
anymore.
up quick. So just on a quick note,
Mm.
how long does barks last?
Yes,
Years. So you
yeah,
can get stuck up and just boil out little piece when you're ready.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it good for, so this is good for prostate health?
Yeah, prostate cancer, enlarged prostate,
Let me
general
write that
prostate.
down. I'll
Yeah,
make a poster out of that. Pigeon bark.
pigeon bark, the bark of the pigeon tree.
And they should have that daily.
Not necessarily daily. It depends on where you are. I mean, I started taking it years ago, and I wouldn't necessarily take it every day, but I would have it in my system.
And it's
Like
a part of your
just
set.
keep on. Yeah, it's just I've got some in my kitchen, and then like I might go out in the gym and like maybe 4 days out of the week, I'll take some pigeon bark or I have some pigeon bark tea. And I would mix it with another berry called saw palmetto. And it just ensures for men, particularly black men, that your PSA level in your prostate doesn't
It's low.
stays low. and you don't get inflammation of the prostate.
Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Every man should have that in their tea cupboard.
Yeah, 100%. Because prevention is better than cure. So if you're taking it before you need it, then you may never need to take it, if that makes sense.
Of course.
But there are other herbs that you can use for the same thing. Nettle is another amazing herb. Goldenrod, corn silk, damiana, all great for prostate health.
And not leaving out the women, what are the favorite women's herbs?
Well, magnesium is essential for women because of, especially because of the way that their bodies is required to make hormones, especially after or during perimenopause or menopause. Iron is essential for women based on menstruation. Some of the cleanses that women don't often do, so sometimes they'll do a washout, they might do a blood cleanse, but specifically for women, there's herbs like dog's blood, and that facilitates a womb cleanse. So that's great for things like polycystic ovaries, fibroids, endometriosis, which is a lot of women suffer on a basis. Sorry?
I noticed that you sold fibroid bitters as well.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
So that would be...
You know what? Somehow your mic has just gone a bit fuzzy. Just as you started talking there.
Is that better?
That's 100% better, yeah.
Okay.
So start again from, I mentioned...
So yeah, I saw that you had fibroid bitters in the shop.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a different set of herbs, different set of...
Well, it's a combination of herbs designed to break up fibroids.
Okay.
And fibroids is something that affects Black women disproportionately. That's basically the growth of benign tumors in the womb.
Yeah, because I know that there are a lot of people that are suffering with fibroids and not sure how to tackle it.
Yes, it's definitely something you can tackle. And that's why I mentioned dog's blood, because for such an effective herb that not everybody knows about, but a lot of women are suffering, like more than half the women that I see coming into, I'd actually put it as much as like 75% of the Black women that come into Pempamsie have got some issue with fibroids.
Wow.
It's like a big deal. And something like dog's blood helps from a preventative perspective. And even if you've started to develop fibroids, as a womb cleanser, it can help you to get rid of them.
People, we have to sort out this synthetic foods that we're putting in our mouths, and these sugars and these fats and these things that are clogging up the system. Get back with the minerals, get back with the bitters, get back with the cleansing program, get back with the alignment of energy, and get back with circulating the energy in our blood. My God, I've learned so much today, and we haven't even touched free title. We haven't even talked about ashwagandha. This thing is such a big. We haven't even spoken about mushrooms. We're not even reached B.
You could have a whole show on mushrooms.
This is what I'm saying. We've got too much to go through. We've got too much to go through. And just that little bit of insight already of what we've learned from this conversation, I don't want to keep you too much in. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. What would you say in closing, in other words, to just let people understand the relevance, and again, such a mass library of herbs and tonics and so much things that you supply for people's health, and so they can feed the nourish their vitamins and minerals. These things are not optional. They Most people think that these things are like, oh, I might have. These things are not optional. If you want to live a quality life that's worth living, not just experience trying to strive your way through, you have to thrive with a certain signature about yourself. You have to be, tell them something, man. Tell them something, man.
I mean, what I would say is that historically, even as recent as like 50, 60, 70 years ago, talking about our parents and us sort of over 50s when we were kids,
Uh-huh.
the food was more organic. You know, the grapes had seeds.
Okay.
There was
Right.
less hybrid foods. Now, in the last 50 years, there's more hybrid food. So historically, you would get your vitamins and your minerals from your food. Now, you're getting more fast food, more processed food, more packaged food. And
Yeah.
there's actually a school of thought that says it's not actually food, it's drugs masquerading as food. There's actually a book by this,
Wow.
yeah, called Drugs Masquerading as Food because of the amount of E numbers and additives and preservatives and coloring
Yeah.
steroids and catabolic steroids. Um, and that's all off the back of hybrid seeds. Yeah,
So
seedless.
is this what is considered as complex carbohydrates?
Not just complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are things like rice and pasta and chips and bread. Those things are your body basically breaks those down into sugars. But
Really,
it could be
open another
veg.
can of words.
It could be veg. It could be fruit that you think is good for you. That actually it's all seedless, and you may as well eat a Haribo. Yeah, or it could be chicken. We say people eat chicken, and they
Factory
sometimes
chicken.
will say, "I, I don't eat organic chicken." But if they knew about the catabolic steroids that was in the kitchen, the growth hormones,
Yeah.
estrogen, and that is largely responsible for black women having such an issue with fibroids
Oh,
because
wow.
when you upregulate it, it causes a tumor, an inflammation based tumor in your womb. A lot of that comes from the chicken
Oh,
that is
wow.
available in the supermarkets. Whether you're talking about ready meals, processed foods, tinned foods, dehydrated foods, you know, the
This
whole
is why the
cereal
detox
aisle
is
is
important.
is is all it's all sugar. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So therefore, um, more and more, and I think more and more moving forward, um, if you're living in the West, you will require supplements if you want to have a fair balance of vitamins and minerals in your system for wellness. Yeah,
Functionality, yeah.
because I'm seeing younger and younger people having health issues to do with inflammation. Arthritis, fibromyalgia, back
Yeah.
pain and all sorts of stuff, as well as blood disorders, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. Those things,
Wow.
they used to kick in when people got to like 50 plus. Now people are getting them in their 20s.
Wow.
Yeah. But, there's a phenomenon, these 2.99 chicken shops that are popping up everywhere. And unfortunately, at lunchtime, you
They
know,
ram out.
they're full of school kids.
Oh,
So the quality of the food that is being eaten is definitely not as good as it used to be. And therefore, the basics, as in detoxing, as in diet and nutrition and hydration,
is a high prerequisite.
yeah, they're definitely more and more, and will be more and more important
More relevant.
as we move, through this century.
Wow. And what would you say, just as a final last giveaway, what would you say is the importance for people to start learning and just start to understand the basics of this stuff?
I think it's everybody owes it to themselves, yeah, and to their families and their loved ones. You bring children into the world. If you don't educate yourself on nutrition, then you've just brought them into a world of misery.
Yeah.
You give them sugar and low vibrational food, you're going to get a low vibrational outcome. Yeah. So, from a perspective of your own wellness, your own longevity, you spend the first 2/3 of your life working to accrue wealth to support you in retirement, but don't do it at by sacrificing your health, because the money won't be any good to you when you get to a stage where now you've got the time to enjoy life. You might even have the money to enjoy life, but you just don't have the health to enjoy life.
This is it. This is it. Wow, it's been another fabulous showstopper interview. Another one to take in, rewind, get your pens out, write down the thing. Check out the Pempamsie website, pempamsie.uk. Find out the branches. It's got one in Brixton, one in Walthamstow, one in Harlesden is opening, one up in Jamaica. This man is non-stop. It's phenomenal. We're just glad to have this man in our community with so much knowledge to share, and we will be having you back. And definitely we are looking forward to the Pempamsie vlog station that you will be opening this year. Is that correct?
That's correct. We're just working on, we've got the premises. We just need to get someone to manage the premises as a podcast studio, and we'll be in business.
Brilliant. Well, let's hold it right there. People, stay bold, stay beautiful, stay on the best side of being you. Hit that like and subscribe button for staying in tune, and watch this one again and again and again. Take those notes down, and I'll catch you on the other side. That's it.